And it looks like we have a packed house here tonight at Richmond, man. Grandstands are filled to the brim. All right, coming down to it here. Femi Olat taking the pole with a 22.933. Congratulations to Femi. James Simmons, fast last week there at Rockingham. He comes in second. Short track might just be his ticket, Joseph. Daniel Falkingham, a third place there. He wrecked on his final lap, but he did manage to get a third place out of that. Knocking Cody Miller back to fourth. Josh Robbins starting fifth. Nick Mucinek, sixth place. Chad Oxendine in seventh. Tony Hillbrands in eighth. Sheldon Lockey ninth. And Dallas Mahan up to 10th, Joseph. Good starting position for Dallas Mahan.
And not too bad for him. Sitting 11th right now in row 6 is Cole Freilich, last qualifier out there. Will Klein will start 12th. In row 7, we have Aaron Smith 13th and Bobby Cheney 14th. Row number 8, we have Spencer Owens in 15th and Zoltan Herzog 16th. In row 9, we have Tom Mercier 17th and Shawn Williams 18th. And in row number 10, last week's runner-up, John Berry starting 19th, and Jared Darling will start 20th.
All right, Scott Taylor back in 21st. Brett Mancari, 22nd. Elijah Gracia starting 23rd. Scott Shire, 24th. And Patrick Colby rounding out the field in 25th position. All right, very good.
So it looks like we're going to be set to go racing here. 150 laps tonight here at Richmond Raceway. During the day, day racing out here. It should be, and of course, you mentioned earlier, hot track temperature. Right now it's at 124 degrees. Man, these guys are going to be sliding around.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to point out real quick because I know these guys who have 2 pace laps since it's a short track. If you guys are wondering where TCB is at, he's actually been suspended for 2 races, and same as Tyler Ducharme because of the altercation that went on last week at Rockingham. So they're both out for the next 2 races, this one and Charlotte, but they will be back at Pocono in a couple weeks. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. But I'm still going to see some good racing tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame, old TCB being parked, and but that was kind of a, I don't know. It started out, I think, to be kind of a racing incident, and then it kind of went to the next level after that. So
it pretty much did. It was pretty much a racing incident, a little bit of contact, and I guess Tyler Ducharme didn't appreciate it, and TCB retaliated. So
yep. Yep, can't do that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Max Speed TV on this Tuesday night, getting ready to go to bring the action for the 4th race of the season, the NORC NASCAR 1987 season. 150 laps will be turned tonight here at the 3/4 mile Richmond Raceway. Femi Olat and James Simmons will be on the front row to get things started. So here we go. We're just waiting for the pace truck to pull off here, and we'll see who's going to win the first short track race of the season in these 1987 cars. The pace truck is off. 25 cars, 150
green
laps.
Green flag.
Here at Richmond. Green flag is in the air. We are underway.
Well, they were asking in chat there what the pit window is. About around 90 laps, I do believe now. That's just what I was told. I do not know that for a fact because I do not know what these cars get, to be honest with you.
Well, it looks like right now, look at that outside lane.
Yeah.
James Simmons got a great jump on the start, and it looks like he's going to come off turn 4 and lead the first lap. Good job for James.
Yes, sir.
I've seen James have some speed this season, and I know he's got potential to win one of these races, but he's just got to have the results.
That's pretty good for being on cold tires, too, because, usually the guys kind of tiptoe for a lap or 2 around here and get a little heat built up in them, but Cody Miller, Josh Robin battling for 4th position right now.
Yeah, Josh Robin on the inside, Cody Miller outside, and so far it looks like Cody Miller's going to hold him off. Yep. Now that outside lane, Rudy. Oh, look at Josh Robin sideways. Nice save.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
And he's still, I don't know, he's still struggling on that car. Probably, I don't think he got into anything, but he was still a little bit looser coming out of the corner. Golly.
Yeah, Nick Musenik's got by him, and now he's got a mirror full of Tony Hillbrands behind him in the 7th spot. But, yeah, it seemed like I saw, like, what James Simmons did and Cody Miller did. It seemed like they got that good outside run off the corner. So the outside lane may be coming into play tonight, Rudy, because we didn't see that at Rockham. We didn't really see much of that at Atlanta either. So
right.
I think we're going to see it work tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Now, probably more so coming out of turn 4 than we are out of turn 2, because turn 2, when you come down that backstretch, that's that flat wall that you're looking at when you come out of turn 2. So coming out of 4, I would say yes. 2 might be a little more of a difficult task to do. So
there's Nick Musenik getting around Cody Miller. That's
yes.
Before, Nick a couple of times have been up towards the front, but of course, again, haven't had the results he's been wanting, but he does get around Cody Miller. He's moved up 2 spots already.
Yeah, that's looking good. And Josh Robin now has fallen back to 6th. Let's go back and check on. Now, Chad Oxendine come up to 4th in the points last week. Looking at where he's at right now, he's actually dropped 2 positions since the start of the race. So he's going to be probably working to try to get up to the front.
Yeah, we saw Chad Oxendine even last week at Rockingham. He had a good qualifying position, and he dropped back early on, but then he started gaining a lot of positions towards the end and had a good result out of it and stuff. But yeah, he coming here for the points. Great start to the season so far. I can see him be a winner this season. Yeah.
Well, Aaron Smith's underneath him right now for that position. Now, Chad's trying to fight back on the outside. So, again, like you just said, that outside line hasn't quite come in yet, but I look for it. And as they get more laps on these tires too, Joseph, they're probably going to be moving up to that high side a little more. So that'll be laying down more rubber up there.
Absolutely. We got a bout for the lead now. Speaking of side-by-side bout, Femi Alot has found his way underneath James Simmons. He did lead that last lap. He's going to lead. No, it looked like, yeah, he got that lap led this time. And now it looks like Femi is going to clear him to take over the race lead. And now here comes Daniel Falkham underneath him for the 2nd spot.
Oh, yeah, he's going to fight him too. Daniel, like you said earlier, Daniel come into today 15th in the points, man. And we're not used to seeing Daniel this far back in the points. I mean, I know it's only 38 points, but we're not used to seeing him back in 15th. We're used to seeing him at least inside the top 10 at this point in the season. So he's got a lot of work to do. Mucinex starting to close in on these guys.
Yeah, it seems like I've noticed, Rudy, the field hasn't really spread it out too much at all. We're on lap 12 in this race, and from 1st to 22nd is within 9 seconds. So the field is still pretty close together, which is nice to see. But yeah, Nick Mucinex, you're right, he's closing a little bit, now down to 1.2 seconds behind. But James Simmons is starting to drop back a little bit. Maybe he maybe worn out his tires just a little bit too much, and now he's dropped a lot of positions. But, at least he's experimenting early to see how long the tires will go. And, he can learn something for later on in the race if it comes down to this point for him.
Yes, sir. I agree. Cody Miller kind of taking it easy right now. I know Cody said he's loving these cars, man. This car is kind of like right in his wheelhouse of the kind of driving that he likes to do. So, and boy, we got a pass for the lead here. Wow, look at this.
On the outside, Daniel Falkham. Got outside. I tell you what, that outside lane is going to work.
Well, he drove underneath him. He drove underneath him. He drove underneath him to get but when he swung up the hill a little bit, that's when Femi tried to do the crossover on him, and it just wasn't going to work. So.
Well, Falkham did lead that lap, and he's going to get by Femi to take over the race lead. So Falkham, once again, showing some speed early on. So he did the same thing last week, but again, haven't had the result he wanted last week either. But so far, it's looking good out there. He's moved up 2 spots from his 3rd starting spot.
Well, let's go back to John Barry. Now, John's only picked up 2 positions since the start of the race, but he's running his orange car tonight. Maybe that, I don't know, he changes up his colors every week, so maybe the orange one will be his color tonight to try to get him up there inside that top 10.
Yeah, John, he had the same issue last week, rocking him at the first half of the race. It just seemed like he didn't have a lot of speed at all, unless he's just hanging back right now. But, we saw John run outside top 15 for most of the day out there. And then all of a sudden, when it all came down to tire strategy and stuff, he was able to save up his tires, and he ended up with a second-place finish. So it was a great run for him, what could have been a terrible result.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know what happened to Bobby Chaney, but he is 1 lap down. I don't know if he started on pit road, started late. I'm not really sure what happened there. But he is 1 lap down. Will Klein did not start the race here, so I don't know. Maybe he's adminning. Maybe not.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here we go again for the lead. A lap back to the bottom on Daniel Falkin, and easily takes it. And behind them...
Yeah, go ahead.
Behind them, how about Nick Mucinex now underneath James Simmons for 3rd? Nick is definitely showing some speed early on. And remember, we talked to him. I talked to him before today's race. He did a lot of practice laps for tonight's race. He did some laps a couple hours ago to be prepared for today's race. But Rudy, what he told me, he thought this was a night race, so he was practicing under the lights and stuff. So now it's a day race. He's gonna have to figure it out. But he did say that it didn't feel any much different from day to night. So he seemed like that with that practice time he had. It seemed like he's found something. He's found some speed early on.
Well, we won't say what you called him, but it was pretty good.
That's when our mic's muted and we're off the broadcast.
Yeah. It was pretty funny, though. Everybody loved it. Even he loved it.
He knew.
Yep, practice at night and then run the race during the day. Okay.
He agreed with me, so I guess it was okay.
Well, Josh Robin, I don't know what happened to Cody Miller, but he is going backwards here, Joseph. Wow, even Zoltan got by him.
Maybe burned the tires or something. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but he's going backwards, back to 8th now.
Yeah, he started 4th in this race, so he's lost 4 spots since then. Even Tony Hilbrines and Aaron Smith is closing up behind him now. So we'll see. You never know with Cody Miller. He's just going to have to figure out the car, whatever he wants to drive.
Question for you, Joseph. What color is Tony Hilbrand's car? What colors do you call them?
Green, that's for sure.
Purple and green, yeah.
I tell you what, it's not going to be hard to find him on the racetrack, that's for sure.
What's he in, the Shrek car, or what is that?
That looks like Halloween colors to me, too. So
yeah.
We're not even close to that part of the year yet. Here comes chat. Go ahead.
The thing I was going to mention, that they can make it to the halfway point, you know. They can make it halfway on fuel and tires, so.
Well, we got a battle up ahead, just a little bit up ahead. Chad Oxendine got around Josh Robin to get in the top 5.
Yeah, I think Josh, I don't know, Josh had that scare there maybe a little bit when he got really loose coming off the corner, and I think that might have put the scares in him a little too. So he's taking it a whole lot easier right now.
Zoltan Herzeg to his outside now, got by him for 6. Zoltan started 15th. He's already moved up 9 spots, so he's fast early on.
Yeah, very good. Now, I can only imagine, Joseph, what these guys, how they're, by the time that this season winds down, how good these guys are going to be in this car, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're doing pretty good right now. We've ran 26 completed laps. They're on lap 27, and so far, so good.
Yeah, doing really good. I mean, they seem to be a lot slower than, like, say, like the Gen 6 cars, you know? But they don't sound fast.
Well, Let me tell you this: Femi Olat, the leaders, who is the leader, his fastest lap is a 23:41. We completed 27 laps. His last lap was a 25:12. So these guys have almost dropped 2 seconds because these tires are wearing out. So that's a lot of speed drop off too.
Yep. Yeah, about 1.7 seconds off the pace already after 28 laps.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
I tell you what, Falkingham, though, is right there with him. He is not letting him get away. He's doing a very good job staying right on his back bumper. Of course, Nick Mucinex hasn't really gained at all. He's still 1.2 seconds back, but he's just watching right now.
Well, they have really pulled away from James Simmons now. Simmons is back 3.2 seconds from Femi Olat, the leader. So he has fallen off after getting up there and leading the first 8 laps of the race. He's falling into the 5th place category here of Chad Oxendine. Chad may be working on him right here.
Chad is definitely going to be working on him pretty soon. He'll get to his back bumper and make a move for the 4th spot. He seems like he closes in on him on entry, but it seems like James Simmons is beating him just a little bit off the corner.
Yeah. Oh, Sheldon Lockie took it behind the wall. Oh, no. I wonder how come he left. I looked for him to really run good here tonight. Wow.
And Cody Miller keeps going backwards. He just got by. Whoa! And James Simmons.
Wow.
Had a big slip off the corner. Now Chad Oxendine is going to get around him on the outside.
Yeah, these cars are like big boats out there compared to the Gen 6. You know, they're not nowhere near as aerodynamic. Of course, there's really no need for aerodynamic here tonight. You know, this is going to be pretty much just all flat out racing, the best that you can race without aerodynamic. So, but look at this, Zoltan's closed right up on James Simmons now. What a run for Zoltan, though. I think that might make him the biggest mover out there, picking up 10 positions. Holy smoke! Well, one that I've been kind of watching, Scott Taylor, because he did pick up a little bit of points last week there and puts himself into 10th right now, but he is 3rd in the point, tied with Cody Miller right now.
Yeah, really good start to the season for him, and he's showing some more speed again tonight. Of course, right now he's moved up to the 10th spot. And, he moved up 10 spots. He started 20th in this race. So far, he's doing a very good job getting up through the traffic and stuff. Another guy that's been doing a good job is 3 spots ahead of him. Aaron Smith started 13th in this race. He's up to 7th. So he's moved up 6 spots. So we got some guys moving up through the field and getting up towards the front.
Another one I was looking at was Elijah Gracia. He started 23rd, almost dead last on the field. And he just passed up Tony Hilbrands to go into 11th. But look at this here. Now we got a side-by-side here with Dallas Mahan. Here comes John Berry into the picture.
Yeah, John Berry, all of a sudden, he's picked up a few spots since the last time we talked to him. He was back in the 17th when we last talked to him. But yeah, he looks like he got around Tony Hilbrands, which all of a sudden he's starting to drop backwards. But John up to 13th now, and he's closing in on Dallas Mahan.
And, the thing of it is, these guys could have been saving tires at the beginning where everybody else was out there just running the heck out of it and burning them tires up. And I think that might be why we've been seeing some of these guys kind of dropping back a little more than what they were when they started. But the ones that haven't been are these 2 up front, and they're going at it again here. Looks like Falkingham does get to the inside of Femi Olat to try to get that lead back.
Yeah, on the inside, going in the 1. Look how close they are.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, man. Falkingham really wants to get that lead bad, but he's on the inside. Femi Olat outside. Can't get the run off the corner. Femi Olat does, so he's going to fall in back behind Femi again.
Yeah, Daniel, he got a little wiggle there coming out of turn 2, and that was enough that he had to back out of it.
Aaron Smith just got around James Simmons for 6. So James all of a sudden still continuing to go backwards.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Josh Robin is as well. And Scott Taylor is actually up to the 9th spot.
Yeah, and I see Bobby Chaney is working on, he is running with these guys here, but he is trying to possibly get his lap back. But I'm kind of highly doubting that he's going to be able to do that right now. Oh my God, Simmons.
Oh.
Wow, what a save right there.
It ain't the only time we've seen him sideways. He's still trying to gather that
Yeah.
car right now, but
Josh Robbins sideways going into the corner too.
Josh Robbins just got by him, and now Scott Taylor is trying to work on him. Somebody just got the wall off the corner. I believe that was Cody Miller off turn 2. Just got passed by John Berry and now getting passed by Cole Freilich.
Yep.
And that's Tom Mercier.
Yeah, Tom Mercier knocking on his door right now. The Texaco Haviland car. Well, I guess it's just Texaco car. No Haviland. Tony Hilbrand's going backwards now after he was up to 8th, and now he's dropped all the way to 16th in that Halloween car.
Yeah.
Call it.
I guarantee you, like I said, a couple of these guys probably burned up their tires too much, and now Tom Mercier sideways in front of them. Wow, nice save.
Very good.
Battle up here for the 7th spot now. Scott Taylor looking underneath Josh Robbins. Scott's got a fast car early on, Rudy.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Well, when he got himself into 3rd in the points, that has a kind of a psychological effect on some drivers out there. And it's really starting to work on him, I think, saying, look, man, I know I'm fast. I just got to put myself in that position. I mean, look he came from 21st today all the way to 7th place, Joseph. That's pretty impressive.
Pretty good so far, yeah. 20th to 7th. Man, I tell you what, Rudy, James Simmons is still struggling. He just got sideways again off the corner. I mean, he is dropping like a rock right now.
Yes, he is. Everybody seems to be getting by him.
And that's too bad, too, because, he started second. He got the race lead immediately, led the first 8 laps, and then all of a sudden, just seems like ever since he lost the lead, he just... Oh, and behind
Brett!
The yellow
Brett
flag
Pancari!
Brett Pancari, he hit the wall coming off turn 4, and the car just goes for a spin on the front straightaway. The first caution comes out on lap 45.
Wow. Well, you couldn't ask for a better time, I guess, to have a caution. The way these guys were slipping and sliding out here, they could have made it to probably halfway through the race, but unfortunately here, Brett does bring out the first caution. Oh, man, did he?
Yeah, he hit the wall pretty good.
Yes, he did.
That car around to the inside. He did not go into the infield grass at all. He locked the brakes up. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like he had, he hit hard, but that's definitely repairable. I think he'll be all right.
All right, as these guys come down pit road for the first time today, let's see what they got here. I would say Brett's okay. He's probably going to be sitting on pit road, maybe trying to get a little bit of that damage fixed up. But other than that, I think he'll be all right.
All right. Femi Olat does bring down the field down pit road first, and there's only 5. The tire limit's at 5 sets, so these guys got to use them wisely tonight. Spencer Owens did stay on the racetrack, so is Brett Pancari. And look who's coming out pit road first. That's Jared Darling. I wonder...
He didn't stop.
Like it looked like he missed his pit box or something.
Oh, no. Bobby Cheney got back on the lead lap, but Femi Olat is the first one out of pit road. I think Spencer Owens might have stayed out just to lead a lap there.
Yeah, he did, because he is coming down pit road now. Same with Brett Pancari, who did bring out the caution. And Jared Darling's going to stay out, Rudy.
Yep. Wants to get that bonus point.
Unless, yeah. Oh, and he probably, because I mean, maybe he'll come down pit road next lap, because I'm not sure if you want to be out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And Scott Shire is behind him. He'll probably come to pit road as well, because he must have drove through and missed his pit stall as well, I think.
And Bobby Cheney did get the lucky. Yeah, Bobby Cheney did get the lucky dog under this caution, so he is back in the lead lap.
I kind of look for Jared and these guys to come in. Yeah, he's coming in. So that will cycle around to, it looks like, yeah, Bobby Cheney's coming in as well. So it will cycle around that Femi Olat will be back to the lead.
Yeah, so it looks like right now it would be Femi Olat. How about a good pit stop for Chad Oxendine?
Yeah.
Now, well, I will say, Rudy, some breaking news. It looked like Daniel Falkham got busted for speeding on pit road.
Oh, no.
Which is too bad, because now it looks like he's going to restart. Well, we'll see what it's going to score him now, because it looks like
16th?
he's going to restart in the 16th spot.
Oh, my gosh.
Yikes. I mean, don't want to make any mistakes on pit road.
No.
And he's got a long way to go, too. But, yeah, so far it looks like Femi Olat will be the race lead with Chad Oxendine. He had a good pit stop. He will restart second. Nick Mucinex third. Zoltan Herzeg fourth. Aaron Smith fifth. Scott Taylor sixth. Elijah Gracia seventh. Dallas Myhan eighth. John Barry ninth. And Cole Frolic rounds out the top 10.
Well, I was hoping that I could talk to Chad Oxendine, but I do not see him in TeamSpeak here. But anybody we want to talk to, it's going to have to be a quick interview.
It looks like they just got the one to go single.
Never mind.
It looks like we're not going to get an interview in right now.
Nope.
Yeah, it's short track race. I got to get him quick.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Chad Oxendine's going to do, because, I mean, he moved up through the field pretty good. He moved up. He started seventh and was moving up through the field before that caution came out. Now we'll see what kind of pace he has. Same with Nick Mucinex as well. And Zoltan Herzeg and Aaron Smith, they were moving up through the field as well. And Scott Taylor.
And that was a 4-tire stop, too. So, all right, pace truck is in, and Femi Olat takes the green flag. And we're back underway here at Richmond tonight.
Yeah, he took off early, which was a good idea.
Oh,
now,
look at this.
For third, Zoltan Herzeg.
Zoltan's come up through the field quite a bit here, started 16th. I don't know, he might struggle to get around Mucinex right now. Maybe as they get more tires on it, but look right behind him, Aaron Smith. We really haven't seen a whole lot out of Aaron this season, but he is still hanging on to 12th in the point.
Yeah, that's not a bad season for him, but he would love to increase on in the points. But so far, running in the top 5, doing a good job so far.
Well, just kind of a little bit of a heads up here, folks. These guys are all out here trying to do what they can to gain some points on the points leader coming into tonight. Bobby Zielinski, he is not here. He is running the NASCAR Coca-Cola Series tonight. That'll be coming up, I believe, at 9 Eastern. I think that's covered by iRacing, I think.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
For the lead all of a sudden. Here comes Chad Oxendine to the bottom. Got a good run off the corner. And now going into 1, he's underneath Femi. Can he get... Yeah, it's stuck in that corner.
Wow.
And he's going to take the lead away from Femi.
Yes, he does. Femi not worried. He's not worried.
Oh, no.
You know, he's saving right now. And that's... I think that's a good thing for him to be doing right now, saving them tires.
Meanwhile, Zoltan Herzeg got to the outside of Nick Mucinex for third.
Yes, he does, and it looks like he is going to get that. And now, here we go again. Femi and Zoltan do have a history, Joseph. We know this.
But it looks like... Time. Ow! That run.
Yep, that was nice. I think Femi's saving right now. I honestly do.
Could be.
I mean, you don't get by Femi that easy, you know.
He'll make sure.
Say that.
He'll make sure.
Yeah.
Too. How about Aaron Smith now? For
yeah,
fourth?
He's doing good. And don't look now, folks, but here comes Scott Taylor all the way from 21st to 5th. That's what's put him in third place in the points.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some great results this season. I can see him be a winner in this series as well. Maybe tonight would be the night, because it seems like so far he's moved up the most spots in the race. Yeah. He's moved up 15 spots. So he's same with Elijah Gracia, started 22nd up to 7th. So
I was gonna say
we got a couple of guys out there that's pretty fast starting in the back.
Well, but I was going to say about Scott Taylor now, if he can keep up this this momentum here tonight and keep running up in the front like this here, he may be our new points leader going into that. Well, not next week. Can't say next week because we're off next week, but in 2 weeks.
Absolutely. That would definitely bring a confidence boost for him, too. Because we've seen him have some speed from time to time. We just need to see him get a victory. I feel he can get one this season. Yeah,
he definitely. But up front here, we've got Chad Oxendine, Zoltan Hertzeg going at it. Zoltan takes a look to the bottom. He's going to have to drive it in there deep. Looks like Chad's not going to fight with him. So Zoltan to the lead.
Zoltan started 15th and now up front.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Aaron Smith just got around Femi Olat for third. And now Scott Taylor is working on Femi now. Also, Elijah Gracia is closing in as well into the top 5.
Yes, sir. But I just wanted to mention here, Zoltan does lead his first lap of the race, so great job for Zoltan getting up there. And it looks like Sheldon Lockie did make it back out there on the track, so I don't know exactly what happened there. He is at the tail end of the lead lap, I guess.
Hey, we got a bout for the lead again.
Yep,
Chad
Oxendine
just took it right back.
Yeah, I think what Zoltan really wanted to do was lead a lap there. I think that he proved that he could do it, get up there, lead a lap, get a bonus point, and let Chad go back by. So coming up on Sheldon Lockie now. And, we've seen some good races out of Sheldon, and, he had a good race last week. I'm kind of curious right now as to what's going on in the Sheldon Lockie camp tonight. He just went a lap down.
Yeah, he took the wave around lap under that first caution. Now he's back a lap down, but not the performance for Sheldon Lockie tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he ran pretty good at Rockingham last week. So, all right, well, anyhow, Oxendine stretching that lead out to 0.8 of a second now over Zoltan Hertzeg. But look out now, because here comes Aaron Smith.
Here comes Scott Taylor as well. He's getting around Femi Olat for fourth now.
I'm telling you, that guy's got a rocket ship under him tonight.
He definitely has something worked out.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll probably see him, hopefully, maybe grab a victory tonight. Here we go for second, Aaron Smith.
Yep, he gets it. Well, how many times have we said this, Joseph? Practice, practice, practice. Seat time is the best thing that these guys can do, especially in an unknown, situation like this. These guys come into this season in these 87 cars, and they're totally unsure of what to expect with these cars. And I think they've really done good. Now, we kind of judged it on the first race of the season, and that was a poor judge of it. That was a rough Daytona track, and these guys unsure about the car. They had a lot of cautions that night, and they vowed to buckle down for the second race of the season, and I thought they did excellent.
Yeah, these guys, ever since they left Daytona, every other race, like Atlanta was pretty good. Rockingham was pretty good. So far tonight, we're seeing a pretty good race, a pretty clean race out of these guys. So these guys have definitely figured out what these cars are going to be handling like. And a lot of these guys did put some practice laps too. So we're definitely seeing the improvement on how these guys drive, because we were kind of concerned how these guys were going to be racing tonight on the short track, the first short track race of the season. A lot of unknowns, what's going to be, what the racing is going to be like. But so far, they've done an outstanding job.
I think so too. I agree 100%. Outstanding driving. Oxendine stretching that lead out 1.3 seconds back to Aaron Smith. Yeah, very, very impressed with the job that they've done. Well, let's check in with Cody Miller now. Cody started fourth today, and he's running back in 20th position. Not where he wants to be after winning the first race of the season, but still holding on to second place in the points. Tied with Scott Taylor, and we know Scott's running up there in fourth. This could be an upset for Cody to drop back in the points a little bit.
Yeah, 20th is not where exactly he needs to be right now. It's not going to help him out in the points. I don't think he'll hurt him too much, but it's definitely not the kind of result he's been wanting. Even back here that we saw run in the top 10 earlier. How about Josh Robin back in 22nd?
I know
we saw him struggle a lot with the handling of his car once the tires started wearing out. Of course, he comes in here 14th in the points. And really, Josh Robin had a good car last week at Rockingham as well. At one point, we thought he could have grabbed the victory. He had a pit late in the race. Oh, we got a spinner. Bobby Chaney on the front straightaway. He gets it back going. He's in the infield. We stay green, but he obviously struggling after he just got the lucky dog under that last caution.
Yeah, he did not need that, but good save. Got it going. Now he's going to fall to the back of the field. I mean, he was up there like in 13th or something, I think, when that happened. So,
and then again, back to Josh Robin. He had a great race last week. Thought he could have won the race, but unfortunately, he was just short on the tire strategy. What's been going on, and just hasn't had the result he wanted. Just kind of bit him. But I know he's fast in these cars. But so far, he's been struggling tonight.
Spencer Owens is another one that's been struggling quite a bit. He's fallen all the way to 23rd. How about Shawn Williams? Where's he at? He started 18th and he's running in 18th. He ain't picking up any spots out here yet.
Definitely doesn't show any speed in this first half of this race. We're about to hit actually the second half of this race, the halfway point. And so far we haven't seen much out of Shawn Williams and a couple other guys. James Simmons now up to 15th, starts second. He dropped back a bit. He struggled so much in the first part. Tony Hilbrands is in 14th after starting in 8th. So a couple guys that we expected to have some good speed just been struggling in this first half.
Zoltan did get back around Aaron Smith, so he goes back into second. Aaron back to third now. And Scott Taylor, still hoping. I think eventually, he seems to be really good. I'm going to say a short run to middle run, maybe not so much on the long run, but he seems to be. I mean, we've seen him stay right here. He seems to be holding on to the position pretty well right now.
Go back through the field just a little bit in the 8th spot after a slow pit stop. How about Daniel Falkingham?
Yeah.
He's recovered after restarting 16th, and he's moved up half the positions. He's up to 8th, so he's still got a fast car, but he's still got to pass some more cars after that hiccup on pit road.
Yeah, he's going to be coming up on his challenge mate there at the beginning of the race where he was challenging Femi Olat quite a bit. Femi's back into 7th now. So I'm not sure. I think Femi might be just kind of saving tires right now. They will have to make one more pit stop, I do believe. They can get about 90 laps thereabouts. That's just what Scott Taylor told me, that they can get about 90 laps. And Nick Mucinex got around Scott Taylor. Whoa.
Yeah, Nick Mucinex. We saw Nick Mucinex have a little bit more speed in the long run. So he just got around Scott Taylor for 4th now. And now Elijah Gracia is all over the back of Scott Taylor. Elijah running with some good speed.
He's running a Ford tonight, and coming right up on Scott Taylor, they're running a Chevrolet.
And, we haven't really mentioned his name a lot this season, but Elijah Gracia, as Femi Elias looking to the inside now, but Elijah, he comes in here 5th in the points. So he's had a good start to the season as well. Of course, he won that season finale, his first career victory in the NORC NASCAR Series last season at Vegas. But it seems since then, Rudy, he's been having a lot of momentum and having some good results.
Here he goes. Femi's looking to the inside of. He's going to get by Scott Taylor. Taylor's going backwards, Joseph.
Yeah, I wonder if he burned a little too much of his tires now, unless maybe he's wanting to save some tires as well. And Femi Olat did the same thing, and now he's like, okay, I saved enough. Let's start gaining some more positions.
And it might not be so much that Femi is speeding up as everybody else is slowing down.
Could be, yep.
Everybody else is burning up their stuff out there. Chad Oxendine is in clean air, but I don't know how much clean air is really going to help you here.
No, clean air is not really effect at all here. So,
Yeah.
But I tell you, Chad Oxendine, he's been doing pretty good, still hanging on to a second half lead. So it looks like Zoltan has dropped back 2 or 3 more tenths this last. So I think he's saving some more. But still, Chad is having some good lap times. That last time by, he ran a 25:05, so that's still a good lap time after several laps on those tires.
Yeah, it's about a second and a half off of his fastest lap, so that's really not that bad.
Besides, he's running this pretty much almost the same lap times as Femi Alive right now. Femi ran a 24:09, so not too far off. So he's still got a pretty decent speed car. Oh, we got Aaron Smith spinning in the infield grass. From third spot.
And no caution.
Yeah, he doesn't hit anything. No caution, but Aaron Smith, who was moving up through the field, was doing such a good job. All of a sudden, he spins off the corner, and he's going to drop back to at least the 13th spot.
Yeah, I'm going to check this out here. I mean, he was coming out of the corner really slow, but he just put too much wheel into it, Joseph. And did get into the wall, just a slight brush, but it was.
We saw with Brett Pancari.
Yep.
Just hit the wall and just spun in the infield. But that's a shame too, because it seemed like he had a good car, a good top 5 car.
Sure.
But now he's gonna have a long way to go to get back up into that position.
Well, one we ain't talked too much about was the guy right ahead of him, Jared Darling. Now, Jared's come from 20th, and he is up here in 12th. And boy, I mean to tell you, he's taking. Oh, a little bump and run there on Tom Mercier.
Yeah, bump and run, scoot, move out of my way. I'm coming up to the field. He just got by Tom Mercier for 11th.
Aaron Smith's looking underneath him now, he's going to get by Tom Mercier.
Oh, and Sheldon Lockie. No, that was the, who was that?
I think that was Sheldon Lockie.
That was Sheldon Lockie, okay. 3 laps down.
Yep. Yeah, he just not having good luck here at all tonight. He just come off a pit road and getting fresh tires, so he may be able to pass some of these guys out here. But let's get back up front here. Chad Oxendine coming up on Scott Shire to put Scott a lap down.
Scott Shire, who came in here 20th in the points, actually just in the top 20. Obviously he's running where he started too. He just has not figured out this racetrack tonight.
Yeah, that's a shame too. I mean, Scott's such a good racer and everything too, and it just he may hold on to the top 20 in points, but question for you: where's Anthony Emery?
He didn't show up. I've noticed that at the beginning of the show too, so it's I don't know.
Interesting. And here we were bragging him up, Joseph. What the heck?
I see. That's what happens when we try to be nice.
I know.
Apparently
we were bragging him up.
Next time we just got to be rude to him, I guess.
I guess. Yep, I guess. Femi Lap back into third. Like I said, I think he was saving. He was saving them tires. Well, they can pit any time now and make it to the end easily. But I think what they're trying to do right now, I think a lot of them are just kind of hoping for a caution.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as bad as we've seen the tire fall off and the lap times wind down, Rudy, I don't feel that a lot of these guys are going to pit early and try to get some fresher tires early, because it's going to hurt them later on whenever these guys do stretch it out as far as they can if this stays green. So I feel right now they just gotta just have what they have and just try to stretch it out as long as they can.
Yeah. Well, good news is Daniel Falkingham's back into the top 5. Oh, and he just bounced off of the wall.
He hit the inside wall.
Oh, are you kidding me?
The yellow flag is out.
There it is. Oh my gosh! Just as I said that, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he was battling with Elijah Gracia, or he just got around him, and you were just talking about he just got back up to the top 5. We're going to take a look to see what took place for Daniel Falkingham. This is coming off turn 2.
Man, that car was sideways on him.
Oh, yeah, it stepped out, and he got into the outside wall. And then look at him. He spins. He's trying to lock it up, but, just that inside wall is coming at him quickly. No time to get that stop. He hits the inside wall decently hard. That's a shame for him because after a pit stop hiccup early on, and he did such a good job recovering, got back in the top 5, all of a sudden crashed.
Well, everybody's coming down pit road. And this puts everybody in the window. They can make it from here, and saving the tires is going to be very important. But and this time, let's see if we can get somebody up here to talk to real quick.
All right, let's see. We could talk to. Well, let's wait for him to get off pit road first. But I would like to talk to Chad Oxendine. But he's not in here, huh?
No, he's not in here.
Okay. No, he is. I found him. He's at
there. He is.
bottom.
Oh, I see him. Okay.
But he does come off pit road first. So good.
Very good.
Another good pit stop for him. Chad Oxendine, you got a copy?
10-4, gotcha.
Good. I tell you what, buddy. Just like we saw a couple weeks ago at Atlanta, and you had a good run last week, Rockingham. We're seeing some speed at it. Yeah, you pulled away to a second-half lead before that caution came out. How's the car out there? What's the track conditions like on that hot racetrack?
Yeah, the track sure is hot. I mean, you're slipping and sliding throughout the whole run, so it's pretty loose in the corner and coming out. But this whole Hardy's machines, we're flat flying out here. It's a hot rod today, so hopefully we get a long green flag run here to finish it out.
Yeah, we've seen that you've been better on seem like short run and long run, but we've seen like the tires really fall off. I mean, to about over a second and a half of tire fall off on the speeds and stuff. Have you been saving at all, or do you plan on saving at all?
No, not really. I feel like the tire management for me is pretty good, so I'm just gonna drive hard here the last 50 laps or so, and hope it's enough to beat these guys. I see Zoltan and Femi are right here, so we'll see what happens at the end. But it's been fun so far.
Yeah, you got a couple of heavy hitters behind you for sure that you're going to have to keep an eye out on. Well, Chad, you're doing such a good job. I definitely want to see you in victory lane in one of these races. Maybe tonight could be the night. You came in here 4th in the points, and if you can have another good result tonight, that'll really increase yourself up in the points. So good luck out there, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, and have fun up there. Enjoy the rest of the race.
Oh, we're definitely enjoying it up here, so we won't have a problem with that, but hopefully you can enjoy it down there.
I appreciate it. Got a good view right now. Hopefully we can keep it.
Sounds good, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Very good.
He's got a good attitude.
Yes, he does.
I mean, we talked to him a couple weeks ago at Atlanta, and he had a good attitude, and he's got a good attitude. He's looking at the positives, and it's positive for him right now. So you might as well be. But yeah, he's got a fast race car. He said that he's managing the tires pretty well. So maybe we can see him manage these heavy hitters behind him.
Well, get him going here, Joseph. Get ready to go back green here on lap 98.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go back racing. Yes, on lap 98. It's going to be 53 laps to go when we get back to the restart. Chad Oxendine leading the way. Zoltan Herzeg second. Femi Olat third. Nick Musen next fourth. And John Berry has found himself up into the top 5. The pace truck is off, and here we go. Chad Oxendine takes off. Green flag back in the air.
Wow, nice start by Chad Oxendine. Holy smoke. But look at this here. We got a battle here for second. Oh, Femi almost giving Zoltan the bumper there.
If I was Chad Oxendine with 2 heavy hitters behind him, I would take off early.
Yeah, definitely. Because look how much Zoltan's closed up on him, bringing Femi right with him, and Nick Musenek. Here goes Femi.
Yeah, he's taking a look to the inside, going in the 1, and he's going to make it stick and get by Zoltan for second.
Very good, very good. And now he's going to set his sights on Chad Oxendine. I'll tell you what, Chad better be doing a little bit of mirror driving.
Oh, he's got to right now. Here he comes.
Wow, that was really close. These guys are really racing hard right now. Look at this, right up inside that car. Oh, wow, good save.
That's going to hurt Femi. And Zoltan got around Femi, and now he's going to go try to get around Chad Oxendine for the lead. And here comes Nick Mucinex now on Femi for third. Chad gets into the wall. He's all right.
Yeah, you were right when you told Chad you got a couple of heavy hitters behind you. I think we got about 3 or 4 heavy hitters, because look at where John Barry is sitting right now. Man, this is impressive.
Yeah, but back to the race lead. Femi Light just took the race lead away from Zoltan Herzeg. But yeah, Jared Darling and John Barry, we haven't seen these guys run in the top 10 for most of the race. All of a sudden, they found themselves in the top 5. Jared Darling all of a sudden just got around John Barry for 5th. And now Elijah Gracia getting around John Barry for 6th. Rudy, the intensity is picking up at this short track.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, everybody's bravery level went right through the roof with those brand new 4 Mr. Feelgoods on the car. So at least for 10 or 15 laps out here, these guys are going to be driving the wheels off of them. But I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because then they've got to kind of nurse the tires for the rest of the race. And I don't know, man, that might not be a good thing.
Man, Chad, are you guys enjoying this race? Man, this is some great battles all of a sudden after this restart. Scott Taylor just got by John Barry for the 7th spot.
Yeah.
And look who's behind John Barry. That's Cole Freilich.
I know it.
We haven't seen them run in the top 10 yet. He's up to 9th, and that's James Simmons. Remember how much he struggled at the beginning of this race?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he has himself back in the top 10. He's up to 9th now.
Nice looking car there. Yeah, he's got a way to go to get to the front to be a factor in tonight's race, but I wouldn't count out James Simmons. Yeah, he's running really good. Yeah, Cole Freilich, man, I'll tell you what, Cole's done an excellent job turning up the heat a little bit. Aaron Smith back in 11th.
Yeah,
and
that
the cars
spin
were
in the infield.
getting spread out pretty good. Wow, 3/4 of a second now back to second place, Zoltan Herzeg. Well, Chad Oxendine's held on to 3rd, so that's a good thing. I mean, he may get out of here with the most laps led tonight. I don't know that for a fact yet. Femi took it. I'm sorry, my bad. Femi's got it. He's got 45 under his belt right now. But good effort by Chad Oxendine. I'm impressed with his run tonight.
Yeah, it seems like he's closing in again on Zoltan Herzeg. I know he had that little hiccup, got into the outside wall a few laps ago, but it did seem like it hurt him on speed at all. He's getting up there.
Yeah. So good run for Chad and Nick Mucinex. They're 4th place. Elijah Gracia 5th. Scott Taylor 6th. He gets around Jared Darling. Jared back to 7th now. John Barry 8th. A little distance back to James Simmons now in 9th. And Aaron Smith broke back into the top 10. He got around Cole Freilich. And I don't know what happened to Femi, but boy, here comes Zoltan back right up on the bumper here. He was about 3/4 of a second ahead of Zoltan, but now Zoltan's within 3/10 of him.
Zoltan closing in on Femi a lot for that race lead. Man, I tell you what, these two, every time we see them run up front, these two always put on a good show.
Yes.
And Chad Oxendine is about to get a lesson from these two on how they race. And maybe if these guys get to really racing, Chad Oxendine can close in on them.
That's true. That is true. We might be looking at something happen here, because again, going back to these two up in the front right now, Zoltan and Femi, they do have a history of getting into one another now and then, and there's been some upsets there and some upset people over all that, but
it might happen again tonight. We're at a short track, tempers should flare.
I hope they put that behind them. I hope.
It's NORC. Did we put anything behind?
Nope. No, these guys got memory like an elephant. Now, I did notice Zoltan shifting.
Huh, wow.
I think. No, maybe not. I thought I heard him shift there the last lap, but he didn't shift on that lap.
He did. He is shifting.
Is he?
Yeah, he shifted to 3rd gear going into 3, and then shifted up to 4th down the front straightaway. Same thing in 1. So, yeah, he is shifting.
Okay. Well, whatever worked, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Femi Light's starting to pull away just a tad bit now.
Yeah,
just
half a second.
Bit.
And they're starting to get single file again, and they're going to be coming up on some lap traffic here before long. I do believe, yeah, that's Sheldon Lockey. Sheldon is a couple of laps down, but Sheldon's just not having the race that he hoped for tonight. But I don't believe he's going to be a factor here. The last time that they came upon a lap car like this, and it was Sheldon, he went high and let the leaders go by. So that's very respectful of him. You know, the thing you got to think about, you know, it may come down to a someday that the roles would be reversed there, you know, and you surely would want that person to get out of your way and let you go by if you were leading, you know. So you got to kind of think about things like that when you're out there. And I know the drivers have enough to think about, but that's definitely a very sportsman-like move for any driver out there to do. Mucinex. Solid run for Nick tonight.
Absolutely, he's been in the top 5 for pretty much most all race long. So far, he's doing a very good job. He wants a good run tonight. He comes in here. He's only started 2 races. He didn't miss a race this season, but he would love to increase in the points. He's down in 33rd in points.
It's yeah. How are these two doing back here? Scott Taylor getting away from Elijah a little bit, and Elijah's got a mirror full of Jared Darling and John Berry.
Spin front straightaway. Tony Hilbrand has spun into the infield grass. We've seen that several times already. It stays green. He's in the infield grass trying to get back going. But yeah, Tony Hilbrands have spun it on the front straightaway.
Ooh. Leaders get by. He stays on the apron, so good deal. And he will go a lap down. Well, we're inside 35 to go. Let's see. That would make it, what, about 32 to go? 32 to go. Been some good racing out here tonight, Joseph. I got to say, these guys have done an excellent job.
Yeah, 119 laps are
cautions
being run right now, and only 2 cautions. These guys have done a very good job tonight. I'm pretty impressed, especially the first short track race of the season for these guys in these cars. They're doing a fantastic job.
Well, now they ran Rockingham last week. Is that not considered a short track?
You know, I
1 mile.
always consider at least a mile or less is considered a short track in my opinion. But that track is a mile racetrack, and these guys are running a 3/4 mile. So you take a quarter of that mile off,
right?
And, you know, it doesn't look like it's too much of a difference. The only difference is that track has banking. This one really doesn't. Not too much of it, at least.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. Daniel Falkingham trying to make up some ground here. Just past Josh Robin, comes up on Dallas Mahan. He's going to probably get by Dallas and Tom Mercier. He's taking a look. Here he goes.
I tell you what, Daniel Falkingham, you talk about his season to forget right now. I mean, he came in here 15th in the points, and he looked really good early on, and then had a hiccup on pit road.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got a yellow. Spencer Owens. What? No. Was it Spencer? James Simmons. I don't know who it was.
In turn 4.
Let's go back and take a look here. Might have been some contact there. Oh, wow. James Simmons. He is sideways.
He got really sideways. There's no contact right there. He just sent it up in 3 up on the outside and just lost it on his own.
Oh, man. Look at that. He's trying to dirt track it here. I don't think that's going to work too good. And he spins it around. Wow.
Yeah, that was all on his own.
Yeah, these cars don't dirt track very good. They're too heavy and bulky. Well, do they come to pit road?
Yes, absolutely. Get 4 fresh tires.
All right, very good. Well, so much for that going green the rest of the way, right? Caution
yeah,
number
for
3,
sure.
though. That's not bad. 3 cautions so far. We're not done yet. Now, thing of it is, we do have 3 green, white checkers at the end if we need them. Now, I don't know if we'll need them or not. We'll see. Oh, and Daniel Falkingham had just back up in his pit stall. He's not having a good night here. Have you noticed that? I got to see about maybe getting him up there and talking to him. Where is
I
he
think
at?
it's hard to not have it noticed.
Yeah, where is he at? I don't even know where he's at. I don't even see him in here. Do you? Oh, wait a minute. Is that Fournier? Is that him? I think. Daniel Falkingham, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Maybe.
Well, you're definitely not having the night here you were hoping for, are you?
Definitely not. Like, nothing has gone right at all this race. So, let's see. We were running second, then we had caution the ice, then friggin' IRC caught me being on pit road for whatever reason. Then we drove through the field. We were going to plan to pit at a certain time. Then I hit the wall, spun out, fixed all our damage, and now we overshot a pit box at a 25-second stop, lost probably 10 more spots than pit road. Yeah. Everything's going good tonight.
Yeah, you're not having a good night. We're not used to seeing you sitting 15th in the points, Daniel. This is just like unprecedented. You know, this is just something that's just totally out of the norm. So
Yeah.
what's it been? Has it been because of the car, or is there something on your mind that, you know, like distracting you from racing, or what's going on?
Well, we wrecked at Daytona. We had a good finish at Atlanta. Blew a tire at Rockingham. I mean, we got a points penalty after Daytona, which I was hoping I could get removed, but it didn't. So if it wasn't for that 15-point penalty, we'd be sitting probably 6th in the points right now. So that points penalty has really affected us. So hopefully we can try to rattle out some good finishes here, but that pit stop definitely ain't helping matters.
No, definitely not. So, all right, well, I guess you guys are getting ready to go back green, so I'll let you go. Daniel, good luck out there, man. You're going to need it.
I'm really going to need it. Thanks, Rudy.
All right, buddy. All right, very good. Oh, you dropped connection there, Joseph.
Yeah, I'm coming back. You take over for now.
Yeah. Well, Josh Robin is our new leader. And it looks like a 2-tire change for Josh. I don't think that's a good call. My thoughts on that. It maybe.
We'll see.
He might have just did it for track position as well. We'll see how that works out for him, though. All right, getting ready to go back green here. I think, yeah, because they'll be coming around here, and the truck will be going on to pit road. So, and what's that look like? We're going to have about 23 to go. I guess 23 to go when they get the green. All right, pace truck's in. And Josh Robin hits the loud pedal. He knows he's got to get away from Femi Olat and Zoltan with only that 2-tire change. How long's it going to be before Femi passes them, though, Joseph? Joseph? Oh, you're wigging out bad.
We'll see. Yeah, it won't take long.
Yep, here he comes. Here comes Zoltan now. And man, I don't want to see them two get together. Oh gosh, I don't want to see them two get together. Please don't get together. Femi's trying to pin him down as low as he can. And Zoltan does away with him. Oh my, oh, contact right there. I didn't want to see that, and I seen it, but you know. Oh, Elijah Gracia spun out? What? Wow. Go back and see what happened there. But you know, that contact there, in defense of Femi now, Zoltan did slide up in front of Femi. We'll take a look at that here in a second, but I want to find out what happened to Elijah. Oh, he was sliding it into the corner. That will do it right there. And he gets hit by the number 15 as well. That was Cole Freilich that got just a little piece of him there. But let's go up here to, I'm kind of sticking up for Femi on this deal, because if you go back and look at this, Joseph, Zoltan did slide up in front of Femi right there. You know, the slide job sometimes is a good thing, and sometimes it does not end well. You know, Femi was not going to give him that room to get in there. And, you know, why would he? You know, we're 20 to go.
Especially when you're doing it on Femi.
Yeah, exactly. So, but they did have contact right there. So, but, you know, not really that bad. Zoltan will just, he's going to be back just a couple of positions. And I got no problem thinking that, you know, he'll get back up there in front, no doubt. So, but Josh Robin with that 2-tire change still holding on to the lead right now, Joseph.
Yeah, so far so good for Zoltan.
Well, let's see, what's that make? Fourth caution, I do believe. Yeah, fourth caution. We've had 14 lead changes here tonight. Femi will walk away with the most laps led, though, no doubt. He led, gosh, how many did he lead? He led 62 laps. Yeah, nobody's even remotely close to that. Although, who was that? Chad Oxendine, actually, if he could get up there and lead the rest of the laps, he would take over the most laps led, because there is enough laps left. But Chad back in the 7th position, so he may be struggling to get back up here with these guys. Well, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight. We do appreciate it. And these guys will be off next week, but they will return the week after at Charlotte. Did you say Charlotte, Joseph?
Charlotte, yep.
Yeah. So, but they will be off next week. But thank you all for joining us. We do appreciate that. Give us a thumbs up on the video, folks. Don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at maxbtv.com and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/maxbtv. Joseph, thank you so much for helping tonight. You have no idea. I can't thank you enough. I know I sound like a broken record every week when I thank you so much, but I do mean it.
Like I said earlier in the day, you know, just doing the best I can, and so far, you know, I seem to be doing a pretty good job at it. Yeah,
I think you are. Well, the lights are out. Nick Mucinex will start in second now, just ahead of Femi Olat.
Oh man, this is going to get interesting. 16 laps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, getting ready to go here. 16 laps to go, folks, coming out of turn 4 here. Pace truck just about ready to dive to pit road. There it goes. Josh Robin, 2-tire change, wants to get away from these guys.
Green flag.
Oh, looking on the outside for 4th. Look at Zoltan Herzeg. Go run on Jared Darling.
Oh, yeah, Jared said, oh, no, you don't.
Oh, he's getting to his back bump, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know Zoltan, if he does get into the back of him, it won't be intentional, no doubt. But here comes Nick Mucinex for the lead. Oh, contact!
Oh, it almost got
Oh!
Saves it.
Wow. He pushed it, drove it in there a little too deep.
Yeah, that opens the door for Femi. Oh! Femi gets turned
yellow flag.
Oh, no. Tell me, I hope that wasn't...
cars getting collected. Tom Mercier.
Oh, no. Let's go back and take a look at it here. Golly, I hope that wasn't retaliatory. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely have to go back and take a look at that. This was entering turn number 1. Zoltan Herzeg was running in the 4th spot, closing in.
Oh, he did drive it in there pretty deep. Oh. And Zoltan's going to get nose damage.
Going into turn 1.
Yeah.
Way too hard.
Yeah,
man,
he did.
Tom Mercier, nowhere to go.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Femi's probably not going to be a happy camper about that. And it looks like Femi took his car behind the wall.
And yeah, Femi Olat actually came back on Zoltan and retaliated on him. And Femi Olat has just been removed from the server.
Oh, Oh,
So,
he got
Rudy, you were talking
plowed.
about bad blood between these two.
Yep. It's continuing.
Yep, it has continued. Femi Olai has been removed from the server for retaliating on Zoltan Herzeg under the caution.
All right, yeah, I'm on Femi here right now, and he is not slowing down. He's passing a ton of cars, and let's see, he's coming up through here. I'm watching. And here he comes on the apron. He's looking for Zoltan. And there he goes. Oh my gosh.
Pow.
Oh man. Well, Zoltan probably not going to be happy now about that. So, oh my gosh, man. Tempers flaring, boys.
What do you call it, Rudy? Short track tempers? We definitely got some tonight.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this.
That's obviously going to result in a 2-race suspension right there. I mean, no question about that. That was definitely intentional there. So, yeah, man, wow.
Well, I'm kind of wondering too myself if Zoltan's incident there in the Femi may not have been intentional, but that's not for me to call. I'm not an admin.
Well, Josh Robin faked.
Oh, yeah, he faked him out.
And he got close to hitting the barriers, too.
Whoa.
That was really close.
11 to go. I see the Colt says, to the holler after the race. Yes, there will be some holler slur language going on there. Yes, they will be heading to the holler after the race.
Should broadcast the holler.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, and some kind of sad news. I'm going to just say this, and I don't mean it in any bad way whatsoever, but from what I'm understanding, John Barry said there's not going to be any more radioactive coverage. Did you hear that? Joseph? I think we lost Joseph. Yep, he just dropped out. Oh no. I don't know if Joseph will be back or not. He was kind of wigging out there for a little while, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Back to green, folks. Pace trucks in. 9 to go, and they get the green. Josh Robin on the mud pedal. We may have a pass here for third. Zoltan trying to keep up, but he may just have a lot of damage on his. Oh, we got another caution. What the heck? I'm trying to find it here, folks. It might have been Scott Shire. Let's go back and see. It might have been Scott Shire. I'm not sure. He was really slow on the track. Oh, yeah, there was contact right there. Scott Shire getting hit by James Simmons, and that's spinning Scott Shire around. So another caution right off the bat on that start. Well, we went them long green flag runs and very few cautions. And here we are coming down to, this is a absolute NORC style here, folks, just so you know. Don't anybody get frustrated, but this is absolute NORC style. This is the way these guys do it. It can race green flag all the way, and coming down to the end, these guys know they've got to really push the limit. Did you drop out, Joseph?
I'm back.
Okay, yeah, I was talking to you and you weren't answering, and then all of a sudden you dropped out. I was like, yep, there he goes.
Oh, man, what? It's going to be about 5 laps to go when they go back?
Probably somewhere along in there. Yeah, probably about 5 to go. What's up, Femi?
Second and Jared Darling third. Well, it looks like pace lights are still on, so it looks like we're going to go back another lap. Really, I would be surprised if we don't get another caution by the end of this race, man. The
I got no doubt. I think we're going to see another one. I mean, you got Scott Taylor wants to get up there. How about Chad Oxendine now, 6th place for him after leading all them laps? You know, that's going to be pretty messed up, you know, for him to actually lead all them laps and not get up there and get the finish. How about John Barry, 7th? But we've got some guys that are going to try to go for it. We might see some guys really driving in deep.
You know who's probably going to drive in deep because he's hungry for a win? How about Nick Mucinex? Maybe Jared Darling, same thing.
Yep. Yeah. And those guys, their cars are in good shape yet. So, you know, anything is possible.
Okay, it looks like we're going another lap around.
Yep.
All right, so it's going to be about, if the pace lights turns off now, it'd be 3 to go. Okay, yeah, now the pace truck lights are off. So we should be going back green with 3 to go. This is going to be exciting.
Yeah. And we're still not at the green-white checkered yet. So, I mean, they still have 3 green-white checkers if they need them.
All right. It's going to be a 3-lap shootout here at Richmond. To finish off this race, Josh Robin it's been a while since we've seen him in victory lane. Nick Mucinex, never seen him in victory lane. Can he get his first NORC win tonight? And Jared Darling, 3rd. Here we go. Pace truck is off. Green flag back in the air.
Green
3
flag,
laps to go.
I'll tell you what, Josh got a great start there, but whether it's going to be enough. And how about this? Scott Taylor drives it in deep, passes Zoltan Herzog.
Look here, Nick Mucinex is closing in on
Yes,
Josh
he is.
Robin. Got a good run down the
Yellow
back
flag.
straightaway.
Oh, we got another caution.
Oh, another caution.
Daniel Falkingham involved in that one.
Yep, again, Daniel Falkingham, not the race he's been wanting. It looks like we got another car involved. Dallas Myhan got a piece of it. And I believe it looks like James Simmons as well.
I'm watching right now, Daniel Falkingham. Oh, he got into the outside wall, come across and collected Dallas Myhan.
And both of them.
Oh, my.
Man, Dallas took a wild ride.
Oh, and James Simmons had nowhere to go.
Man, that is tough. Right? And James hard into the inside wall afterwards. So 2 big hits right there.
Yeah, that was horrible for him because I think he had a very good car tonight. Oh, my gosh. Well, here we go to first green-white checkered, Joseph.
Yeah, first green-white checker. Again, we do have 3 attempts at green-white checker, and so far Josh Robin has been holding on to the race lead, but I felt Nick Mucinex was closing in on him, could have had a charge at him, but right now, Josh Robin hanging on. And, you know, Josh Robin, again, last week's race, was running up front, looked like he had a shot to win, had to pit late in the race just to get some new tires because there was some tire problems at the end for several drivers, and unfortunately lucked out of a win. I mentioned it's been a while since he's gone to victory lane in the NORC NASCAR Series. It's been a couple of seasons. Nick Mucinex, who's restarting second, has never been to victory lane ever in NORC. This would probably be a first. This definitely a first for him. And Jared Darling, it's been a little while since we've seen him in victory lane too, so we got some hungry drivers. And how about Scott Taylor? He went up to 4th, and Chad Oxendine back in 5th. So you pretty
John
much
Barry. Wow.
You got
what
2. Go ahead.
What happened to? Oh, Zoltan must have pitted.
Yeah, probably from that damage
yep.
he got.
Yep.
But
yeah, he knew he wasn't going to be fast. He was just going to be a rolling roadblock out there.
I mean, in the top 5, we got 2 drivers that has won in this series and 3 drivers that has never won in this series. So
yeah,
the top 5 pretty much very hungry for a victory.
Oh yeah, and what a night for this too. Bobby Zielinski's not here. Cody Miller, he's been kind of off the pace here tonight, but he is back up to the 11th spot. So he may recuperate a little bit of points, but it's not going to be enough to. I think. I do believe Chad Oxendine will, or I'm sorry, Scott Taylor will be our points leader. I think after tonight. I don't know that for a fact, but that he is running in 4th place right now. Bobby Zielinski not being here. Chad Oxendine, it's going to be a shakeup in the points after tonight.
Oh, for sure. But, I mean, even though there's going to be 2 laps to go, there's still going to be a lot of action taking place. So a lot can change pretty quickly, especially around Richmond.
Yeah. About Bobby Chaney into the top 10. Wow.
Yeah, well, he started this race a lap down. He went a lap down early on, and he's recovered to get back in the top 10. Pretty good job for him.
Yes, sir.
Well, pace lights are out on the pace truck, Rudy. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout. Hopefully get to the white flag, or else we'll go to second overtime.
That's right.
All right. 2-lap shootout here at Richmond Raceway. Josh Robin, the race leader. Nick Mucinek second. Jared Darnley third. Scott Taylor fourth. And Chad Oxendine rounds out the top 5. The first attempt of a green-white checkered right now. Pace truck is going to pull off, and we're going to be set to go. Waiting for Josh Robin to take off. Waiting for the green flag to wave. And here we go. Green flag back in the air. And look at the restart Jared Darling is getting.
Yes, he got. Man, that was great.
And then Nick Mucinek for second. Can't get it done.
Nope. Not going to be able to do it. I don't know if Nick's got enough time. They're coming to get the white flag. Is he going to get to him and move him for the win? I don't think, but
we'll find out. Here we go. Yep. White flag in the air. Final lap here, Richmond. Nick Mucinek actually is closing in. He's taking a look to the inside, but Josh Robin will shut the door. Coming off turn 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. Nick Mucinek is there. He's going to look to the inside. Josh Robin blocks the bump and run. Josh Robin's going to hold on. Nick
is he going to get it?
To the bottom. Side by side off turn 4. Josh Robin
contact
at the line.
Josh Robin got it.
Nick Mucinek's at the line by 3/100ths of a second. Both of them sideways. And, man, what a finish here at Richmond.
I know it. What a finish, man. Them guys, another great finish at NORC. That's all we can say. I'm telling you. Yeah, right there, you can see Nick Mucinek got into the back of Josh Robin. A little bump and run there. But then that caused Josh Robin to get loose, and they crossed the line. Josh Robin got it right there. I mean, wow, that was so close. Look at that. That was amazing.
My goodness. I tell you what, if Nick Mucinek did not get hit by Josh Robin right there, I think he could have been in victory lane. But when Josh Robin got sideways off 4, just stepped it on the gas really hard, came right back down in the Nick Mucinek.
Yeah.
Both of them go sliding to the start-finish line. Josh Robin kept it straight. Nick Mucinek's going backwards. And, man, what a finish to this race here at Richmond. Oh, my gosh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And Josh Robin, for the first time in a couple of seasons since January 2019, going to victory lane.
All right, well, we'll get these guys up here in just a second, folks, so stay with us.
Man, Josh Robin, I'm telling you, you did such a good job holding off hard charging Nick Mucinex behind you. Got a bumper run going into 3. Went up the racetrack. He got below you. You got sideways off turn 4. Both made contact. You were able to straighten out and get to the start finish line first. And it's been a long time since we've seen you in victory lane in the NORC NASCAR series. It's been a couple of seasons. So tell us about this race overall and tell us about that final lap.
I tell you what, my heart was racing. I was sweating, hard racing out there. I knew he was going to put the bumper to me, and I was just waiting for it. I just felt like I wasn't able to get off the corners that good. Like I was maybe down on power just a little bit, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, he gave me the bumper into 3. I just pushed me up the track, trying my best to keep it down. And come out turn 4, I was wide open on the gas. I didn't care. I was sideways, I think, and he went down into his car, knocked him sideways, and got him at the line.
Yeah, that was a great finish right there, and you did such a good job holding him off. And of course, we've seen you have some speed a couple of times this season, like Rockingham last week. You looked like you had a shot to win until you made a late race pit stop tonight. We didn't see much of you at the beginning of this race tonight, but it seemed like when the final laps came about, you showed up and you had to do what you needed to do to hold on to the victory. So it's been a long time coming to see you back in victory lane. And of course, you were sweating, nervous. Man, that's what it's all about. Yeah. Well, you guys are going to Charlotte next in about a couple of weeks. What's your thoughts about that track and that race over there?
I think that'll be a pretty good race. I think we'll have better racing than tonight. I don't know. I feel like this setup tonight was pretty tight, and I wasn't really very fast on it. But next week, I think I'll be running better, running the top 10, pole race, whatnot. So hopefully get another win.
All right, Josh. Well, congratulations on the victory. Anybody you got to thank?
Yeah, you guys for broadcasting. Everybody that tuned in to watch. Everybody that showed up to race. Pretty good race overall. Shout out to John Berry for putting the league on, and Jared for getting a P3 there. 3rd place, hell yeah. Teammate. And that's it.
All right, Josh. Well, good job on the victory tonight. It wasn't easy for you to get it, but overall, you were at the top of the board at the end of the race. So good job tonight, and we'll see you in the next race at Charlotte.
All right, thank you.
Nick Mucinex comes home second. Nick, you had a good car all night long. And, of course, we talked to you before tonight's race that you did a lot of practice laps to get prepared. Well, it definitely seemed like practice paid off. Now, that final lap, it seemed like all you had to do was get to his back bumper. You did get to his back bumper, move him up the track, and then it was a drag race to the line. I don't know if there was anything you could have done differently to get the check flag, but man, tell us about that race overall and tell us about that final lap. And was there anything you could have done differently to have a shot to get that checkered flag first?
Richmond is across the board. It's one of my best tracks and one of my favorite tracks. I tend to do well in pretty much anything I drive here, but throughout the entirety of the race, I was just kind of assumed I was going to finish 3rd or 4th, and that was fine. That's about where I was running. But at the end, I saw Josh come out on 2 tires, and then I saw Femi and Zoltan have their issues, and then I knew that after the first couple of shots that we had on the restarts, if we could get a green flag run to the end, I would be able to get by him. And this is what I'm remembering here, right? In addition to finishing, I was hoping so bad I would get the win backwards. That would have been a cool way to get it, eh? But there was one particular restart before, I think it was the lap 140 or something. I was inches from clearing him. And I think had I gotten past him there, I would have gotten it. And I didn't clear him because I went in way too soft into that turn. So that's exactly what I'm thinking there. I was hoping it would go green to the end because I wanted very, very badly to do that as cleanly as possible because I'm not typically a particularly aggressive driver. But coming to the end there, I knew giving him the shot once I got through 1 and 2, kind of okay, but I didn't get under him on exit like I hoped. That bumping him was the only opportunity I had. And at that point, neither of us are lifting on that straight coming out of the turn to the line.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys race each other pretty hard, that's for sure, but for good reasons to go for the check flag. Of course, he hasn't been in victory lane in a while. You've never been in victory lane in the NORC NASCAR series. I feel what we saw tonight, I feel that time is coming and stuff because we've seen you had some good speed tonight. So hopefully we'll see you in victory lane one of these things. So the next track is going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. What do you think about that race?
Oh, I'm gonna be terrible. I can't stand Charlotte, to be honest with you. Like, I'm good there with cars that turn really well, but these tend to plow at a lot of places, and on mile and a half, so I really struggle with them. So the shorter tracks are the ones I'm gonna have more of an opportunity on.
All right, Nick. Is there anybody you got to thank for your second place tonight?
Yeah, got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast and putting on a good show as you always do. Thanks to John for letting me in. Congrats to Josh on winning, and thanks to Jared for not wrecking me, because he would have been fully justified in it, because I was throwing some pretty gnarly blocks on the restarts. So thank you to him for that, and congratulations on the third for him.
All right, Nick. Well, I feel like your time is coming. Hopefully we see you in victory lane pretty soon. But good effort tonight. And, man, almost got that chicken flag backwards, man. That would have been impressive. But better luck next time, man. And good luck at Charlotte.
Absolutely. Thank y'all. You enjoy.
Jared Darling comes home third tonight. Jared, we didn't see much of you in the pretty much the first half of the race, but second half, we've seen you slowly move up through the field. All of a sudden, you found yourself in the top 5 late in the race and had a shot at podium. You got the podium, third place finish, and then you saw the contact happening in front of you, hopefully both from Rex, and maybe you could steal the victory. But good third place for you overall. Tell us about your race overall.
I have never been so happy to finish third. Ever, I think. I mean, this literally is my worst track. Like, I don't even know how I finished third. I was just wanting to have a clean race, and finally, I mean, this season has just been such a terrible start, and finally just get through a race with no incidents or nothing, and just avoiding a lot of the stuff that was going on at the end up front. I mean, it was a really clean race until the last 20 or 30 or so. And each run, I felt like I was getting better and better. It's been a struggle for me trying to get up to speed with this car. And I don't know. I just felt like every run I got better and better, and I worked my way up to around that 6th, 7th place, and then some stuff happened. And really, I think if we would have had some laps, I know Josh had a disadvantage on the tires, and I think the first few laps I maybe could have had something for Nick there, but after a few laps, I kind of would just start sliding around a lot. It was pretty hard to drive tonight, but I will gladly take a third at especially this track. I don't even think I've ever had a top 5 here before, so this is awesome.
All right, Jared. Next track is going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. What do you think about that race?
Well, like I said, with this car, I've just kind of struggled, but I know we did a practice race at Charlotte when this first came out, and it definitely plowed pretty bad. So I don't know. We'll just go in there and kind of do what we did here and just hopefully have a clean race. And I feel like if you just have a clean car by the end of these things, you're going to have a shot at it. And hopefully Charlotte, I have a little more speed though. I mean, I got third tonight, but I just lacking a little bit of that speed that some of these guys have. Got to figure it out. But Charlotte should be fun. Hopefully we see, a little bit of a cleaner race towards the end of the race, but this is also NORC. So.
All right, Jared, is there anybody you got to thank for your third place tonight?
Yeah, first off, shout out to Josh Robin for the win. That's my teammate, Iowa Corn Motorsports, won in first and third. Not too bad there. Great call to get the 2 tires and get the win. Happy for him always when he gets a win. And, you guys for broadcasting, everybody in chat watching, John Barry for the league. And that's about it.
All right, Jared, well, good job tonight. Best of luck to you at Charlotte, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, Joseph, let's run down through the final results here. Man, that was a pretty doggone good win. It was an amazing finish anyhow. Josh Robin comes home with the win here tonight. First race of the season for him. Nick Mucinex, close call right there. Almost took it backwards across the line, but he did finish second. Jared Darling third. Scott Taylor did come home fourth. That might be our new points leader right there, Joseph. Chad Oxendine in fifth. He's going to be knocking on the door of them guys too. John Barry, 6th place for him. Aaron Smith, 7th. Cole Freilich, 8th. Bobby Cheney, 9th. Shawn Williams, 10th. Joseph?
Spencer Owens will come home 11th. Cody Miller, 12th. Elijah Gracia, we thought we'd see him up in the top 5 for a good part of the race. We saw him in the top 10, but it looked like he had a top 5 car. I don't know what happened to him towards the end. He finishes 13th. Patrick Colby will finish 14th. Tony Hilbrand's 15th. Brett Picari, 16th. Zoltan Herzeg had a good car tonight as well. Got involved in the incident with Femi Olat. He will finish 17th. Daniel Falking, man, what a tough night for him.
Yeah.
Fast early on, but ever since he got busted for speeding on pit road under the first caution, things just fell apart on him. Got back in the top 5, wrecked, and then wrecked again late in the race. So he will come home 18th tonight. So a tough season continuing for him. Scott Shire 19th, and Dallas Myhan will finish in the 20th spot.
James Simmons 21st, Tom Mercier 22nd, Femi Olat 23rd, and Sheldon Lockheed 24th. Will Klein did not start the race. I think he might have been adminning. I don't know that for a fact, but anyhow, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Josh Robin. Great to see him in victory lane for his first win of the season. And Joseph, thank you so much for helping. I truly mean it, man. You are awesome, and it's just so great to have you in the booth. It's a pleasure every single week to be in the booth with you, and I mean that. So, but congratulations to Josh, folks. We'll see you the next time around here for MaxB TV. Thanks for watching tonight. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.